iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted and league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Good evening. It's time, isn't it? The season finale of Season 7 of XSLR. And we're in Knoxville. Half a mile of fun, jubilation, excitement, drama. And that's just what you get to see on the liveries, let alone the on-track action. As that's going to be another classic, isn't it? We'll love to hear from you in chat as always. I know some of you watch along. Looking forward to a good race following most Mint 50. That, of course, will be Andrew Cosick. Great to have you, Fred 32V. Live, of course, as always, here on Twitch and YouTube. Well, YouTube and now Twitch. And coming next season, we'll be on the Facebook, as it was called back in the day. Just Facebook now. And possibly we'll even have a bit of a stray onto the old TikTok. You never quite know. It's all going to change. It's all going to happen. But who is going to end up? Well, we know who's going to end up victorious. We've got that one covered. Oh, there's always one who tries to squeeze themselves into the shot, isn't there? There he goes. Come on, Kev, back it up a bit more. Crush some of the, crush some of the benches and whatnot. I'll tell you, I can't, we're going to have to wait for it to cycle back round again for him to appear on camera. I bet he's left his car there, old Kevin Irwin. Come on, cycle back round. We've only got a couple more left to go. Right, let's talk about championship standings. Let's talk. Because we've got pivotal moments coming up this evening. So, well, obviously Adam Thompson reigning championship. Thanks. Then Jimmy Howard lies second, but he's only 4 points ahead of Jake Cam. Now this is where it gets a lot slightly complicated, and I'm old, and it's late here. It's late. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I've cracked one open. So, essentially, Jimmy needs to beat off Jake. Metaphorically and literally, and 2 ways, literally. By the time he's finished, it'll look like a painter's radio. Yeah, as in like wireless radio. I'm sure it translates right. Anyway, yes, that's what he will need to look like and need to achieve to beat off the ham sandwich. Andy Cossack can't. If he wins and Kevin Irwin kills himself and doesn't take part in the race, that's the only way he is beating him to 4th. Now, with Jimmy, this is where it gets complicated, folks. Okay, so, of course, you can pick up 1 point for qualifying P1 and an additional point for fastest lap. Okay, that's great, Tim. What are you on about, you stupid British idiot? Well, okay, so, if Jake achieves those, and, well, he finishes behind Jimmy, doesn't matter. Jimmy still secures that 2nd place. Now, if Jake beats Jimmy, okay, by 1 place, that means we then roll back to, well, they'll be tied on points, essentially, 2nd and 3rd. Let's say it was that one, or even 3rd and 4th. Okay, then we tied on points. Oh, someone's dropped in. Here we go. Right. Which then means I've lost track. Oh, you completely and utterly ruined my flow. Adam Thompson's just bumbled his way in like a blithering idiot into the chat. So, yes,
sorry, I'm sorry, Tim. Could you hear me when I was talking to the guys in iRacing?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Oh no, I stumbled in about 5 minutes ago. So continue blumbering on like an idiot.
Yeah, standard. Right. Okay. So, Jimmy beats off Jake. That means Jimmy wins. If Jake beats off Jimmy, there we go, that means Jake needs to beat him by 2 positions, at least. We're not talking missionary and doggy here. Well, howd. I snort. Right. Then, Jake wins. If Jake beats Jimmy by 1 position, and they finish 2nd and 3rd, or 3rd and 4th, that means we then have to roll back to race wins. Now, based on that one, Jake sits on 3 wins for the season. Jimmy, he sits on 3 wins. Okay, we then roll back to 2nd places. Jimmy has just the 1, Jake has 2. So Jake would in fact take it. So essentially, Jimmy needs to beat Jake if he wants to win this evening and, well, win 2nd place in the championship over Jake. But equally, we then need to factor in, of course, those qualifying point. 1 point in one of them, 6 and on pole. It all gets complicated. He's banging around the background. He's desperate. There you go. He's taking a choke on his vape, like he does. A massive. I haven't got a beep button to insert there. Although we're marked from mature audiences, so we can say a massive schlong. Right. We're all good. We've got qualifying not far away. Let's take a look at these lie in practice. There is Mr. Mosman. Hairy pussy.
What did you just say?
I'm talking about his cat.
Okay.
It's a tabby cat. A pussy is another word for the cat. Don't know what you lot are thinking about. Must translate to something different. It's like me saying, "Oh, I'm just going out for a fag. I'm going out for a cigarette."
Yeah.
I'm going out for a cigarette.
Yep.
Exactly.
True.
You know, that means clearly must be something very different in your fair lands. Anyway, qualifying underway. Right, here we go. Fast, furious, thick and fast. Who takes it? That final pole position of the season. Let's go. First across the line. He will set the pace. Here we go. What's it going to be, folks? What's it going to be? 1, 2. I'm looking at you. It's a 15 to 160. Kevin Irwin. Hello. Where have you got that one from, my friend? He's fastest of anyone by half a second. And he costs it 2nd. Oh, poor Thompson just slaps that one in there. Slaps Irwin back down. Into 2nd. Right. Leaving it late. Here he is, the ham sandwich. Ooh. but getting it wrong like that will not help things. He's hopped back to the pits. He's committed tonight.
He is.
He's going at this, isn't he?
He is. No, it's going to be. This is really, really close here. Jake really does need the fastest qualifying position, and he's going to need a fastest lap in the race. Jimmy is obviously good in these dirt ovals, but Jake's kind of a wild card here, and we'll see if Jimmy's got it. But if Jake gets qualifying, it's going to be it. It's going to be over already for Jimmy. I have a feeling.
Find out then, won't we? Jake first lap in the back, good for third, off second, off of pole. That's what he needs to find. As the best in sector 1, needs more than that. He's a biblical second sector, second half of the lap. It's not going to be enough though, and he's going to remain in third. Right, so that's one thing to take out of the equation. No extra point for Ham for qualifying on pole. Jimmy Howard, well, with merely 30 seconds left, he is not going to take to the track. He's going to sit in the pits. He's going to come from the rear. He loves that.
He does, and Jimmy has already told me he's going to win the race in the race. So Jimmy has a bit of a hard head, in case you guys haven't noticed and listened to any of his interviews. So Jimmy thinks he's going to win the race. I think being hard helps him to come from behind. I don't know about his hard head, but it's going to be interesting here to see what Jimmy can do. Obviously, we have heat races coming up, which I am participating in the first one with Jimmy. So if Jimmy can win this heat race, and it's Jake too, so this is going to be a very interesting heat race, Tim.
Clearly, head means something very different in your Fairlands anyway, because that joke went completely over all of your heads. Dear me. Anyway, right, as you say, Thompson. Hold on. Wait. We need to do this proper, don't we? Let's slap up a grid. Thompson, Ham, Howard. Howard starts all by himself. Don't want to be all by himself. In third, second row, behind Thompson, Ham. But that does then give him the option to go left, right, up the middle, find a gap, and he's hard to start from second. Everyone's experienced it so far this season. Who will take this one? Who's going to take it? Pace truck, off and away. Let's get some of that lovely under the lights here for the final race of the season from Knoxville. Very, very close. That's practically holding hands there with Thompson. We haven't even had the pace truck coming yet. Right, we've got 8 laps in the first heat. Of course, winner promoted straight to the final. Everyone else into the losers final, or the consolation, as you lot call it. Who is going to head on through? Are you ready? Lights off on the pace truck. It's in this lap, and folks, let's get ready to go racing. Heat 1, we've got Heat 2 coming up after this. That'll be another 8 laps. We're heading to the losers final and then the grand final. Pace truck in. Let's get Ladies and gentlemen, you join us as the internet went out on the broadcast. We'll be back very shortly when we load back into the session. Stay with us. Cue elevator music. Oh, if I click join that might help as well. There we go. We're loading back in right now. We're back with you very, very shortly. We can enjoy more racing from Knoxville. Some stuff has happened, apparently. Well, this is what happens when you stream at 1 o'clock in the morning. Your internet restarts. Servers, you know, they do upgrades, maintenance overnight. And that's the beauty of live TV. We'll be back very, very shortly. And, oh, no, yes, there we go, we're back. Join us. Oh, for the losers final, that is not Thompson, that is, it's all the overlays paddock, and that's a meltdown. Reload those, but I can tell you that is one. J-Cam graphics might be slightly skewed, but this one.
He leads this consolation. Yes, Tim, he does lead this. We got Jake Ham started on the pole. Jimmy Howitt started in third. Jimmy's already up in his second. He's really closing on Jake at this moment. And we're going to see, you can see the different lines they're taking. Jimmy's staying a little bit more off that berm on the inside, which could be a killer, especially when it comes to the race. But right now, Jimmy and Jake, look at Jimmy taking a way different line here, almost up into the slick line, but he's getting a great run off of the exit of both of these corners.
He is, and they're pretty even on those lap times. 10 laps in this constellation. 2 more than the heat races that you didn't see. Andy Carson dropping line the wayside right now. 1.5 steps.
Just saw Jimmy get loose. He's already up into that slick line. He's running that higher line. That slick line has already started to come in. So you can see Jimmy getting loose now on corner exit. Look at how much higher Jimmy's running than Jake is. You can see how that's hurting him now. It was helping him. Now it's hurting him. If Jimmy wants to get this Consi win, he's got to get a different line going here. We just saw Jake do the same thing. Got up into that slicks line. Got a little loose. Howard's got 3 laps to do this, talking about Jake here. He's got 3 laps to do this here, Tim, so it's going to be interesting to see if Howitt, now running a high to low line, he might get a good exit there. I think Howitt may have a chance here. He keeps running this different line, but he's got to stay out of that slick groove.
But look at the time difference between the pair of them. Oh, it is coming down. It is catchy, but I think he's run out of time here. It's going to be 2 to go when they cross the line.
Jimmy's still running that high to low line, though. I think, again, he might have a chance. He's got 1 more corner to get close enough to Jake's rear bumper to be able to throw a slider, but Howitt all the way up in the slick stuff. That's not going to be where he wants to go. I don't think he's going to have it. He got up way too high into the slick stuff on that turn 3, turn 4, and yep, there it is. Not enough.
It's not. It's gone. He's blown it. It's a little bit closer at hand. Names a lift off, and Jake Cam wins the losers final. King of the losers. Well, that is us done for the consolation. We can let's get you some results for that one, just to officially clarify proceedings. Will it let me? Yes, it will. Will it? There we go. Jake Cam winning by half a second. Andy Kosick, well cut adrift there. Here we go. We're not far away. Final race of the final round of the season. We get to find out just who's going to walk away with that second place in the championship. Will it be Jake Cam? Will it be Jimmy Howard, no less. Oh, I mean, the only way Jimmy can really pull this one out after finishing behind Jake is if he bags fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, he's going to have to. And I don't even know if that's enough, is it now, Tim? I mean, now Jimmy has put himself into a position where he has to beat Jake Ham.
Well, it will be, but only if Jimmy finishes one place behind Jake. If Jake has more than one place higher than Jimmy, then Jake wins it. Jimmy cannot catch him.
So Jimmy needs the fastest lap of this race and needs to finish at least, or at the most, one behind Jake.
So if he's one behind Jake and gets fastest lap, Jimmy wins. If he doesn't get fastest lap, then Jake wins on the second place's finish, the highest amount of second place finishes between them, because they tie on race wins so far this season. Now,
Got it.
Now, if Jimmy beats Jake, then of course Jimmy wins. So we've got three potentials there. Jake's got two ways in which he can win it: finish behind Jake but get the fastest lap of the race, or to beat him. But if Jake beats off Jimmy, then, well, Jake Ham wins it. And that's the end of the warm-up. Let's take you through the final grid of the season. This is how the rear riders light up. Thompson, after winning Heat 1 that we didn't see, because use of my internet dropping out. Kevin Irwin winning Heat 2 there. There you go. Didn't see that one due to the outage of internetage. Jake Ham and Jimmy Howard next to each other on row 2. Andy Kosick bringing up the rear. Here we go.
We'll tell you, Tim, the worst thing that could happen to these guys right now is a race start incident between them, which we've seen in the past could happen. I think they're going to be racing a little cleaner, but this race start is going to be crucial, especially with them starting side by side.
It is. Of course, the caution flags are active during the final. As we head into this final countdown now, the final race of the season. Well, we might well as well. We have not been known to go green all the way. We've got no issues with the fuel fiasco of 3 weeks ago. A lovely bit of alliteration there for you, viewers.
Like what you did there.
Yeah, magical. Magical.
Yeah. I will tell you right now, there will be no fuel fiasco. I have 35 laps of fuel remaining in my car. We will not have an issue again with fuel. So this is all going to come down to who is the fastest driver between those two and the fastest lap. And I'll be honest with you, Tim, I'm racing. I'm not going to give it to him.
Man has spoken. Man has spoken. Lights off on the pace truck. Now, last time I uttered those fabled words of let's get ready to go racing, the internet went out. Will it happen again? Wait for finding out. Will we get to see a race? You just don't know. It's all part of the excitement and drama and the lottery here at XSLR. Thank you for those of you that joined back in. You've stuck around during the hiatus. Right, pace truck in any second now. Sip up your drink, buckle up, get ready. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Thompson to control the pace. Here we go, folks. Let's get ready to go racing. Here in the final 30 laps of fun, drama, excitement, and up on 2 wheels goes. Howard off the start there. But it's all about Irwin. He's causing that roadblock. And look at it, Howard and Ham side by side. There's Howard looking to go right around the outside of Irwin. They can't get it done. And now Jake Ham is stuck behind Jimmy Howard here. The fun begins. The fanfare, the fireworks are going off already, literally and metaphorically, as Jake Ham goes to work, and Jimmy Howard gets the slide job on Kevin Irwin, gets it done, but he catches the bump. Oh, where did that come from? Almost netcode style, and surely that's going to bring out the yellow. Yes, it does.
What just happened there, Tim? Was Jimmy involved in that incident?
Well, it was almost weird. It was like he hit a big hole in the ground at my end. It was bizarre to say the least. I tell you what, let's get the eye in the sky. Let's get the chopper on this one. Let's, one moment. Let's whip out my massive chopper and see exactly, relive exactly what happened. Beautiful slide job from Jimmy Howard there on Kevin Irwin. It was like floundering on the outside, and then the car just buckled from underneath him. Right, we're going to get this different angle. Let's go for it again. Right, let's get this down in quarter speed. Because that's how we roll here. Right, now where is Jimmy? There he is. Right, in the car. Oh, there's a bit of a groove halfway down the track, and almost like a tabletop on the inside, and I think he just caught that. And that's what just sent his car off into, well, a complete spasm of twitches and movements that were unpredictable and, well, collected Kevin Irwin in the process. Did all the hard work. And then it all came undone.
And I've got some information here from the drivers here on the track, Tim. It sounds like Jimmy is dealing with some damage. Don't know where it's at. I can't see it on the front of his car, but I don't know if you go in car or see where his wheel's at, but it sounds like he's dealing with a bit of damage here.
He's got the David Coulthard helmet there. Lovely. Jimmy also has a very similarly large chin. Let's see. Oh, the cycle through. It's looking okay from what I can't see. Can't really see his steering wheel inputs. Well, we'll find out. Sure enough, pace truck in. Let's get ready to go racing for the second time this evening. Here in the final, great away. What is going to happen here? It's all about that battle for second. Howard looking good out of the blocks here. And the slide jump trying to sneak up the inside of, well, our man in the box, Adam Thompson, who's caught out. And Jimmy Howard into the lead. And he's carrying damage, but here comes Ham. Trying to nestle his way in. Oh, and there's contact. It's a big contact between himself and Irwin, and Kosick just spinning out in sympathy there. That's surely going to bring out the yellow. Let's take a look at the replay, though. Exactly how it all panned out for one Jake Cam. Down low. Got the beautiful, beautiful move on himself there, Aaron Thompson. But really drove it into the corner. Carried a lot of speed through there. See, tell you, the yellow flag is eventually caught. And oh, wow. Can't really tell from my massive chopper exactly how that all came out, but...
Yeah, what happened there? I would like to get a little bit... I tried to stay on the outside the best I could. I got a little bit of a tap. I think I'm dealing with some damage here as well. We'll see how everything works out. I'm going to have to go into the pits, try to get this damage fixed, though.
Well, I can't work out if there were one or two sets of contact. Possibly just the one. Just came ladder. Again, snapping on him. Similar to the experience with Jimmy Howard.
So interesting. Is that happening on corner exit there out of 4, Tim?
Mid to late point on the corner where there's just that bit of the bump on the inside. It's deceptive. It's hard to see, but it's three-dimensional. As Jake Howe into the pits with Adam Thompson and Kevin Irwin. Well, it might be a wing sprint car. There's no wing on that thing. He's trying to turn it into, well, a non-winged 410 or whatever.
410. Yep, you got it.
410. Not 10-4. 410. You telling me it's 10-4 that it's 410?
10-4, 410. Good, buddy.
Right, so reset the pack. Andy Kosick is always the dark horse. Looks like he's doing nothing whatsoever and dropping off. It's almost like he gives everyone an advantage, but he's up into second place now. Join Jimmy Howard
So now-
on the front row on the restart. And
Now that I'm here behind, sorry, Tim. Now that I'm here behind Jimmy, Tim, I can see he does have some damage to his rear roll bar. May have a bit of a camber issue on his rear wheels as well, but it doesn't seem to be hurting him that bad. He clearly got around me pretty easily.
He did. Very easily indeed. Very easily indeed. Right. Pace truck in. Let's get ready to go racing. We're on lap 7 out of 30. Here we go, folks. There's no bar. Kevin Elwin joining up in the back of the field. But everyone getting away cleanly. So, gaps maintaining, looking orderly here. Paul start from Corsic as he's dropped back down to 4th. Couldn't get a go on that outside line. 6 seconds covering our top 3. Right now Thompson closing in and he's bringing it in Ham as well. Bring home the bacon here. Fastest lap of the race so far, Jake Cameron. That's in the material. Get the extra point for it, but he's too far back in points deficit due to positions to get one over Jimmy Howard, who is beating him. He needs to beat him on the road if he wants to stand any chance of securing that second place. The clock starts to wind down now, up to 12 laps complete out of 30. That's approaching half race distance. So, slick lines are starting to appear. That's where it gets Larry, and just like that, there you go, catching that bump on the inside, Jack Thompson. Howard's caught it, Ham's caught it, and now it's Thompson's turn. Treacherous. Beautiful slide jump. Jimmy Howard looking to sneak straight back up the inside as he storms back through into the lead there. Trying to replicate that same sort of line, but Thompson's got it covered and Ham too far back to attempt it. Mello tried to make that one work for him. Jimmy Howard running up the corners, running down the clock. 15 complete out of 30 here from Knoxville. He's got to have exactly where he wants to drive that. Corsic in the background there, he goes. It's soft free right now. Looking close between a lot of them. Now starting to pull back a little bit though. Starting to fall back a little bit. Getting close though between the three of them. The compressor multiple 7/10 between a lot of them. Jimmy Howard remaining steadfast. He's got this one in the bag. Just maintain his position right now between a lot of them. Not left. 20.2 race distance. Now the track is Howard. Searching out that fresh dirt on those higher lines right now. And the exit out of 4 Ham is looking Larry. Looking wild. Can't seem to pick up that higher lines out everyone else. But here comes Thompson. What can he do? Until now, it's nothing. It's all to no avail. That gap down to a 10.5. These two pushing and egging each other along. Waiting for the right time to strike. Locked in, locked on to that rear of Howard. See just how close he is. Sneak his way through up the inside. Won't get it done there, or will he? Or will he? Here we go. We've seen Howard recover from this one. Slip back up the inside, and he does it once more. He gets to the inside line as we head into 3. And he's going to shut the door, almost making contact with Thompson on the exit out of 4. out now. One, maybe two more attempts at this over Howard to take the final victory of the season. He tries to go high, tries to replicate that line. It's worked so well for Jimmy Howard so far. He can't get the drive off the corner. Squeezes him up high. They almost make contact. They do make contact, and they're going to get away with it, or are they somehow, some way? Just about. But here comes Howard back down low. He loved that line. And again, it pays dividends. But here comes Jake Cam. He's now back in this fight like a dog with a bone. He's not giving up on this one, but it's only 3 to go. And he needs to make up 2 places. And I'm not too sure whoever he can. Running out of time here fast. Lap 28, becoming really fast. 15-second laps, no less. Here we go. White flag in there next time around. And how falls that? It's 6 attempts. It's almost like he's conceded. It's between these top 2. White flag in the air. 1 to go. In from Knoxville. 1 lap left of the season. It's time to give it everything you got. What can you find? 2 corners left. Jimmy Howard just needs to hold on. Here comes Thompson. Is it too little, too late? It's going to be a run to the line. It's going to be as close to the line, but Jimmy Howard gets it by under a 10. 900ths of a second at the line. So the fireworks go off here at Knoxville. Wow. What a finish. What a finish. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 30 laps. It came down to that run to the line. Go on. What have you got to say for yourself? You thought you got it, didn't you? You thought you got it.
I did, man. That was a lot of fun, Tim. That was by far the funnest race I've had in these dirt ovals this season. I don't know what Jimmy's doing here, trying to figure out where he's going to line up, but yeah, that's where he's going to sit. So, no, it was a lot of fun between me and Jimmy, and that was, Tim, what a race.
He was like a... some sort of... There you go. Lined up everyone bent over him, but, well, he's the only one remaining on all 4 wheels. Is everyone. Actually, no. Break dancing. South there, Howard. Whoa! Barrel rolling. And is he going to make it back on the 4 wheels? No, he's on his roof. Power on his roof. Kevin Irwin's going for the break dance. He's good. Right, go on then. You've got something to say, haven't you?
I do. I'm going to do the right thing and hop up here into the broadcast chat and let you try to unpack what just happened in that race, but I will talk to you soon.
Wow, I think we need to relive that run to the line, don't we? White flag in the air. There was 1 to go. And here they were. Look down from a massive chopper. Just that run, it looked like it was over and done and dusted, but Thompson just got it together in those final corners. He more than done enough. And there it is, the run to the line, but it was, well, by at least half a car length, if not 3/4. Jimmy Howard taking victory. In the background of the fireworks, beautiful, beautiful. And I didn't click mute for that. I'm sorry. I've got a cold. I'm dying. Right, we're gonna... let's go. How are we gonna do this? Let's speak to our race victor. There he is. Let's get it zoomed in. Should we have a bit of action shots? Yeah, let's have an action shot. Let's have an action shot. There he is. There it is. Right, we've got him on board. Let's go. Interview first. Bosch, no. Hold on. Let's break this up. Let's do it properly. We've got a proper graphic for him. And I think it's maybe, you know, last round of the season. It's deserving. Oh, no, that's all broken. Let's not do that. Can we? Oh, can we? Hold on. Let's see if I can try and mend this very, very quickly. On the fly. Bosch, no. Right, where are you? No, all the link. No, yeah. No, apparently it's lost the file. Okay, so we won't quite do that. We'll do it the old school way. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. We've got some big graphical updates coming for next season. I can reassure you on that one. Oh, Jimmy Howard, congratulations. Congratulations. Doing it for Scotland.
I mean, somebody's got to do it for our freedom because nobody on that damn island will help us out. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. There's some reasons the Romans went across Europe, conquering, civilizing, and then got to Scotland and thought, not a chance, and just built a great big brick wall.
I think they call it Hadrian's Wall.
They do indeed. They do. They do.
That's what I put up today. When I got in front, I was like, you know what? Here comes the wall.
I mean, to be fair, Adam, he came back at you at the end there. And, I mean, how nervous were you when you two made a bit of contact towards the end? Or did you know you were being looked down on by the racing god that is Jerry DiPiero, and he had you safe?
Well, honestly, I went back into Jerry's handbook, and when Jerry literally writes in the handbook, when you get hit, don't freak out, because you're the only one freaking out. The guy that hit you is not freaking out. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay level-headed, because Jerry taught me so many things, and honestly, from racing to life, Jerry's helped me out and stay calm throughout a lot of situations, so I trusted Jerry on that one too.
Understandably, and there is no bigger racing god than Jerry DiPiero. Let's face it. I mean, from that moment, though, of course, you know, Adam, he got that bit of a running on towards the line. 900, sorry, at the line. Were you a little bit nervous when you saw him making that last moment lunge and getting the run on you towards the line, or do you think, no, Parkin Thompson, I got this?
To quote the late, actually I shouldn't say late, that's messed up. To quote Fernando Alonso, the old timer,
yes,
I knew he would slow down because he's got a wife and dogs at home.
Very true.
He wasn't willing to risk it. You know what I'm saying? He's got a wife and dogs, dude. I'm over here with one dog and two cats. I'm willing to die. How about you, son?
I mean, the cats wouldn't care because they're cats, and that's what makes them such amazing animals, because they just do not care.
Not one fuck, Tim.
No, 0 fucks given.
That was how I approached that corner. I was thinking about my cats, I was thinking about my dog, and I was thinking about him with his wife and his two dogs. And I'm like, you know what? He's got more to lose than me. I'm going to keep it floored here.
Understandable. And it's about, with that as well, securing second place in the championship to boot too over Jake Ham. I mean, fully mocked up this evening.
Yeah, I'll definitely be putting my second place trophy as a doorstop for my front door for when people come in, because it ain't first. Who gives a shit?
Understandable. And if you ain't first, you're last. Nobody remembers.
Yeah, I'm the first loser.
But then they do say the good guys come second. You know, so.
No, that's called gentlemen. Okay. Those are gentlemen, Tim.
Okay.
We never come first. We come second. And you know, they keep coming back to us, but we just don't feel like winners at the end of the day. It's weird. It's a weird relationship with that one.
It is. It is indeed. Wow. Congratulations, you know. Only one person can win the last round of the season. and you stopped everyone else from being that person. Jimmy Howard.
Thank you, Tim. I'll see you soon.
Will do indeed. Right, let's move down through the order now. Let's get second place up. We'll line up some of the graphical stuff. I tell you what, we can pretty much just slide from one to the other. Like the slide job he tried to pull, but failed miserably on Jimmy Howard. Adam Thompson, second. After putting it on pole, winning your heat, it all just fell apart at the final stage.
Don't even tell me that fell apart, Tim. Okay, first of all, Jimmy showed up tonight. The first time Jimmy has shown up in 15 races, 16 now. He decided to show up at the last race. All those moves I was putting on him.
Whoa. Hold on.
Normally,
he shows up every single week. He takes part. That's what shows up means.
He does take part, but he hasn't shown up like he did tonight. So, I mean, you're British. You won't understand. So, but he actually did. I mean, he was fast. He was very fast tonight. I tried a few moves, tried some sliders. He got back past me. And, you know, I wasn't going to let him win the race by any stretch of the imagination. I was trying to figure out where he was going to go to where I can make the move. And man, he figured me out. I thought I could get him out of turn 4 on the final lap, but it was just that close.
Two nervous moments for yourself after that final caution, you know, where you caught that big berm on the inside that both Howard and Ham had caught, and then also where you made contact with Jimmy as well in the closing stages.
Yeah, the berm wasn't really as big of an issue as it was the contact with Jimmy, because the one thing I didn't want to do was wreck one of the two contenders out of that race. And yeah, I don't quite know if Jimmy came down or I came up, but we did make quite a bit of contact there, but we both saved the car and it was null and void. But yeah, that berm, I knew I caught it. I was able to save it down low. Everyone stayed high. So that wasn't nearly as big of a deal as that issue or as that incident with Jimmy, but we kept going and it doesn't matter now, does it?
It doesn't. And I think on that bombshell, he didn't know if Jimmy came down on him or he came up on Jimmy, but what he did know was that he came at the same time as Jimmy. Adam Thompson there for you. And right, let's move on to third place. Oh, we've got no third place. Jake Ham has bailed on us. Jake, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed, mate. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you, Jake. Jake, please come back. So in the meantime, we'll speak to fourth place finisher, Kevin Irwin. Let's get this one lined up. That's getting a bit excited. I'm getting excited. Everyone's getting excited. That is because we're going to speak to the man, the myth, the legend that is one.
Whatever happened.
Exactly. Whatever happened, Kevin Irwin. What did happen? I mean, the guy who is all or nothing. 1 week he's dog shit. The next week he's glorious and nobody can beat him. And again, in qualifying, I mean, where did that pace come from?
I couldn't tell you. I just, that whole race, just kept my foot down. Didn't let go till I saw God or the finish line. Just kept going.
And it was a real mixed bag. Obviously, I know you enjoy a bit of cheese, being from the fair land of Wisconsin.
Sure do.
What cheese would you compare that race to? What would you say it was most like?
I'd say, a good quality cheddar. Because you got to be sharp in the race.
Mm-hmm.
Those. You come in a little close and you can you can slice something real good with that car. But
everything's better with a bit of cheddar.
Absolutely. It ain't easy being cheesy, Tim.
That is spot on, exactly. And you finished 2 places down. So, was it almost like you went to get the cheddar and discovered, oh no, there's some mold on it. I've got to try and cut things off. And that's what it led to almost a bit of disappointment from that. You had to waste some cheese.
Didn't waste any cheese there. What I could have done tonight there is just brought my absolute A game and just, lapped everyone there. But I decided, Jake and Jimmy, they're at it a little close. I wanted to keep it a little interesting for them.
And
So I just let them, it started getting a little close. I'm like, you guys you'll just go ahead.
well, I've got a couple of questions. I mean, first off, this car looks like a wedge of cheese. Do you think, as much as you've got the Bayview shade and blind livery, no finer blinds anywhere else available in this country. But do you think you've missed a bit of an opportunity of combining Bayview shade and blind as well as this car looking like a wedge of cheese and making it look like a wedge of cheese, but still retaining some of the Bayview shade and blind qualities and logos on it?
That may just be an idea for next season there, Tim. May have to get a little creative.
Now, also, of course, Bayview Shade and Blind available in the Milwaukee area, no less. I've heard on the street, Kev, that apparently in the Milwaukee area, that apparently, and I've just heard this. I don't know how this is true. That people like Window Works and Made in the Shade in Milwaukee have been saying bad things about Bayview Shade and Blind. Is it is this true? I mean, there's Window Works as well, an Ace Drapery and Bizarre Home Decorating. Can you confirm this? Are in fact Bayview Shade and Blind the #1 supplier of shades and blinds in the Milwaukee area?
I would have to say, everybody has, their own opinion on where they can go, whether it's, us at Bayview or, Bazaar or even Home Depot. But, we always stand by our work, and, you can even check all of our reviews. We got plenty of people on there saying that, it's definitely worth going to us.
Yes, I mean, Jenny de Pagata, no less, the one and only, said, "Oh, we had such a great experience and absolutely loved our blinds." And I think that just says everything you need to know, really, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and I remember doing that install. That was actually, it's always a fun project. You never knew who you're gonna meet. I actually, one day I installed the shades for I think she said she was related to the brother of Rush, something like that. So you never know.
The Rush Pagata. So the Pagata.
No, the Rush the band.
I'll Rush the band. Okay.
Hang on. YYZ. I don't want to confuse you there.
Okay. I mean, she does go on to say, then for installation, Kevin was so thorough and explained everything, helped set up the app, and took time to answer all of our questions. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Thanks. I mean, yeah, it doesn't get any better there from Jenny. And, don't be fooled by the rocks she's got, because she's still Jenny from the block. I mean, she still had a little, but now she has a lot, and that's why she went to Bayview Shade and Blind, clearly.
Clearly, you want quality, you want, a 5-star experience, you come to us.
Exactly. The sort of experience you don't really get from people like Budget Blinds of New Berlin.
That very well could be true. Everybody's experience may vary with other vendors there.
Exactly. There we go.
Some people just want a blind that does exactly what it does, is just cover the window. And those companies are great for that.
You just take things to the next level and you put the opposition in the shade. Blinding stuff. Kevin Irwin, great to talk to you.
Always a good one. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for doing this for us. I know it's getting a little late over there on the other side of the pond, but I know we all appreciate you doing this for us.
Oh, it is no problem at all. For you and it, Kev.
All right. Have a good one.
That's enough. That's enough pleasantries. Right. Actually, talk about pleasantries. Let's go. We're getting a little. It's late. Excuse me. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. So next up, Andy Cossack. Andy Cossack. Well, like a yo-yo today. You were fifth, third, second, fifth, second, third, fifth, and ended up fifth.
I pretty much had fifth place pace tonight. I just didn't have what I needed to do to keep up with these guys. And I was kind of hoping that little berm on the inside would throw havoc on some people, but not enough to really work in my favor.
It nearly did, and then you had a sympathy spin in compensation for it all. Yeah, I'm guessing just to give these guys a fair chance, really.
That's exactly right. No, not at all. I got collected in somebody's incident there, or in the early going, and just I didn't. I figured I had a couple fast repairs, so I hit Kevin pretty hard, and I thought I better get this guy straightened around. And the second time, I was able to move up, and I still have a lot of work to do on my starting skills. It just takes me too long to get up to speed.
Understandable. No different. And it's always that challenge starting from second, isn't it? You can't see the other driver. And look at where you're going. It's not an easy trade. I always fail when I start second, third, and certainly fourth, and certainly third are far easier places to start from. But someone's got to act as a sweeper, and you did a great job at that one today. Andy, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. All in all, good season.
Exactly. Here. Right. Well, let's. We got. The fireworks have run out. Give it any second. How long before the yokel idiot makes his present known? Okay, Adam Thompson. Because, hey, man, I want to see some words by the end of the season. This is, it's going to roll. Yes, sir. What's that, Adam? You want to say? Yeah, man, I want to see some words because I want to Purdue, man. And, yeah, it's really, really cool. And thanks for everyone coming in. And we're going to be back next season, man. Are you, Adam? Yeah, man. Yeah, an XSLR be back for season 8, man. And thanks very much for joining us. Oh, it's no problem, Adam. Yeah, cheers, man. Yeah. And I'm going to waffle on for ages because I don't know how to shut the fuck up. Oh, Adam, don't put yourself down like that. That's my job. Anyway, Adam Thompson there for you. And thank you very much for joining us for season 7. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back in about 6 weeks' time. New season. New ventures. Slate white clean. See you then. Goodbye.